Here are 5 essential elements that California employers need to understand about electronic timekeeping systems. Now, it may sound like a pretty boring topic, but California employers need to pay attention to their timekeeping system, how it's recording employees' time, and where that data is being stored so that they can access that data quickly and reliably. So here are 5 key issues that California employers need to think about when purchasing some timekeeping software. So first, the timekeeping software must maintain records here in the state of California. Now, there's some conflicting opinions about what this means in the age of technology, but generally, California employers need to be able to print out the electronic timekeeping records for employees within the state of California upon request. And it's important that those records are accurate and can't be changed by employees or managers, or if they are changed, that's also recording who's changing the records and how they're changing those records. Second, the timekeeping system needs to record the required information under California law. Employers need to think about this element specifically. For example, meal breaks need to be recorded under California law, and how that information is recorded needs to be a critical function of a timekeeping system here in California. Third, timekeeping systems need to accurately record information about meal breaks as well. Specifically, the timekeeping system should be getting attestations from employees about their ability to take the 30-minute meal break under California law. The California Supreme Court held in 2021 in the case Donahue versus AMM Services that an employer who has an employee digitally mark a box or sign off on the timekeeping system that they were able to take the full 30-minute meal break, when in fact the records showed that they didn't take a full 30-minute meal break, that it was either short, missed, or late. But if the employee checks that box saying it was made available to them and they wanted to work through that meal break, it shifts the burden back to the employee to establish that they actually were not able to take that 30-minute meal break. So these electronic attestations are critical, and employers need to have a way to record those attestations and a way to retrieve that information down the road if litigation ensues. Fourth, the timekeeping systems also must record edits to time entries. So it's important for the timekeeping systems to track what edits were made, by whom, and how much time was edited, and back this up so that those edits can be retrieved. It's critically important to have that documentation if an employee sues claiming that their time was edited to show less time worked by a manager. Now, fifth and finally, employers need to understand where the backup of the electronic timekeeping system is being maintained and what format those documents are being maintained as well. Now, it's important for employers to understand how long these records are being maintained and who's maintaining it. Is it the timekeeping system maintaining the records, or are those electronic records being archived by the employer themselves? Now, I'm a big proponent of the employer actually controlling those records so they're able to access those when they need to, and they understand what format those records are being contained or stored in as well. It's critically important to have those records in an electronic format, if at all possible, because the analysis of any records going back 4 years is a lot easier for a lawyer or an expert to determine what was going on if they can work with the electronic data as opposed to printouts and physical paper. It's a lot more timely and costly to do that analysis. So those are 5 areas employers need to understand and think about when setting up an electronic timekeeping system here in California. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and thanks for watching.